last June, the mayor announced you as the new director of the Office of Civic Organizing. Can you talk a little bit about some of your responsibilities in this role and your vision for the office?
Yeah, so it's been 7-8 months at this point. I came from an office within the same department, the Office of Neighborhood Services. I was serving as the East Boston liaison. So a lot of my role kind of morphed into this new position, which I was really excited to continue to work with community. In the last 8 months, we've done a lot, but the main responsibility of this office is to really empower residents to empower themselves through community building. And a lot of our programming really showcases that, like really fomenting that social fabric within our neighborhoods and unifying Boston in general.
In January, your office hosted the inaugural Civic Summit. Can you talk a little bit about what you learned from that event and what's next on the horizon?
Yeah, so it was a really fun project. We put this together in a matter of like 3-4 months. The Civic Summit really was a crucible of knowledge for people. We really wanted community members to come together and have a full day of learning, of networking, of activities, of just being in community with one another and really understanding the work that everybody else is doing and connecting them with the city. We had a great programming, even though it was our first inaugural Civic Summit. We had a fireside chat with Mayor Michelle Wu. We had 4 different sessions where we had really talented speakers come and give really practical information so that people can really take that information back into communities and translate that into action. They got to learn about sustainability. They got to learn about how to fund your next inspiration, how to use social media, and lastly, how to really be good mediators when those tough conversations come up in community, which is very needed. And as for the horizon, we are looking forward to Love Your Block, which is a massive citywide beautification project. We have about 600 to 800 volunteers every year that sign up and really come together as community to beautify their own spaces, their parks, their streets, in their corners, their blocks.
Oh, that sounds fantastic, something that people can take a lot of pride in doing. And how does the city, through your office, collaborate with diverse communities to create equity?
So the city first of all, everything we do in the city is through the equity lens. We have great neighborhood liaisons as well as cultural liaisons that oversee different communities such as the Vietnamese community, the Latinx community, the Cape Verdean community, and the Haitian community, as well as we also have a equity and inclusion cabinet that supports immigrants, women, small business owners, as well as black male advancement and LGBTQ residents.
And I know something that's on the hearts and minds of many of our residents is transparency, accountability when it comes to our leadership in the city. How do you measure the impact and effectiveness of the civic organizing efforts within the city?
Honestly, through numbers and a lot of community conversations, right? So for example, for the Civic Summit, we were really proud because the statistics were so great. We really wanted to put an event that really portrayed what Boston really looks like, and the most neighborhoods, or the neighborhoods that had the most signups for this event was Dorchester, specifically mid-Dorchester. Roxbury was the second with the most signups, which was a really proud moment for us.
Wow.
East Boston was the third, Hyde Park was the fourth, and Jamaica Plain was the fifth. So that really brought a lot of pride into the work that we do because we clearly are reaching the folks that we really want to reach and have programming that not only works for certain people in the city, but that works for everybody. So we're always open to hearing suggestions. We have many one-on-ones with different community organizations and community leaders and just regular folks that want to talk to us about programming. And that's really how we measure our impact. We have a really small office, and we always try to be out and about and hearing what people really want to see and what we should be working on.
Why is it important to build strong partnerships and collaborations with other community organizations in the city?
Well, we're a really small office, and really we cannot do the work that we do without our community partners. We rely on them when it comes to the different cleanups around the city. For example, we also had a block party season last year, which we're bringing back. Ooh. Yeah, we had block party grants, which were amazing. And without those partners, we would not be able to bring those the activation to a reality. So we really need those partners to work with us so that we can make Boston a better Boston, because we cannot do it alone.
Excellent. And for our viewers, how can they learn more about the Mayor's Office of Civic Organizing?
So if you go to the boston.gov website /civic organizing, you can find our website there. But I really encourage everybody to follow us on social media at Boston Civic Org. We are always putting content there, grants, what's coming on the horizon.